How does the original audience impact biblical interpretation? Imagine trying to understand a message written hundreds of years ago without knowing who it was meant for. It's like reading a letter in a language you don't speak. The way we interpret the Bible depends a lot on who first received the message. When we study Scripture, knowing about the original audience helps us see what the words truly meant at the time. The Bible was written over many centuries to different groups of people. Each group had its own history, culture, and beliefs that shaped how they understood what was written. Recognizing these details is key to understanding the message as it was originally intended. For example, the Old Testament was written mainly for the Israelites. Their history, laws, and customs influenced how they saw God's promises and commandments. When we read about the Passover or the laws given in Leviticus, understanding the Israelites' context makes those teachings clearer. The New Testament, on the other hand, was written to early Christian communities facing specific issues like persecution or disagreements about faith. Knowing this helps us see why certain topics are emphasized or why some teachings were given in a particular way. Culture also plays a big role. Ancient customs, traditions, and social norms affected how people understood stories and teachings. For example, Jesus' teaching about foot washing was more than just cleanliness. It was a sign of humility and hospitality in that culture. Without knowing this, modern readers might miss the significance of that act. Language and worldview matter too. The original readers spoke Hebrew, Aramaic, or Greek and were familiar with Old Testament scriptures. They often received teachings orally or in community settings, not through written texts like we do today. This influences how they understood and remembered the messages. The concerns and struggles of the original audience also shape the text. For instance, the Gospel of Matthew was likely written for a community with both Jewish and Gentile members. Their external pressures and internal conflicts influenced what Matthew chose to emphasize. Recognizing these factors helps us avoid reading modern issues into ancient texts. Instead, we can focus on what the authors originally intended to communicate. Thinking about the original audience encourages us to see the Bible from their perspective. It helps us distinguish between cultural specifics and universal principles. This approach keeps our interpretation faithful to the original message while making it relevant today. When we understand who first received the message, we gain a clearer picture of what the scripture was meant to teach. It's like putting on the right pair of glasses to see the full picture. This understanding forms a solid foundation for studying scripture accurately and applying it wisely in our lives.